we have a certain way that we play that allows us to play with anyone, a certain structure, a certain game plan, and it just didn't do. First period we did, and everything they shot went in, and then we started to press for goals. We get it to 3-3, and the odd man rushes that we typically don't give up, we gave up. Didn't break out, didn't stop our feet, just crazy mistakes, really.
A lot of people say, goaltending was the reason why you lost this game today, but it sounds to me like you don't want to put in much.
No, they could have some for sure, but we did not play the way we have to play to win. And when we play a certain style, regardless of who's in the lineup, we're in the game every night, and we did not play that style today.
You changed up some of your forward combinations in the back half of the game. Is that something you might think about doing for Monday, or is that just a hey?
No, I mean, we'll look at it, but, we've played a pretty good stretch of hockey here, where we played really well. But we just didn't have – there were some guys didn't have it tonight. The chemistry wasn't there. Gave us a little bit of a spark, but not enough. At the end of the day, you only win by playing hard defense in this league, and we didn't play nearly enough defense tonight to have a chance to win a game.
It's frustrating when you battle back from that 3-1 deficit, too.
Yeah, it's a huge shift. 3-3, you're back in the game. The next shift, you get scored on two big mistakes. And you just the momentum gets knocked right out of you. And we got what we deserved tonight. I mean, even if the goaltending's great, we didn't play the way we have to play.
What did you think of Tim Stützle's game?
Well, he's a star. I mean, 3-1 tonight. We scored 4 goals. 4 goals you should win every time in this league if you take care of the puck and you check. And we just didn't check.
Good to see Tkachuk get a win, I guess, too.
Yeah, that's good to get it off his back, but I'm sure he'd tell you he'd rather win than score. We're fighting hard to get in the pack, and tonight's game is just doesn't matter, if you lose. It's how you play, and tonight is just not the way we want to play.
Do you think you looked at a sink and you weren't getting enough shots on Jones either?
Didn't earn them. We wanted cheap offense, and we paid for it.
Just from your vantage point, how would you assess this one?
I mean, we gave up 8 goals. We did a good job battling back. We had all the momentum. I think the turning point of the game was that next shift. I make a save on that 2-on-1. Could have been a completely different game. I had to be better, and I wasn't, to give us a chance to win that game.
What's that like from your perspective when you kind of get called in early in a hockey game, like in the first period, to get just kind of thrown in there?
Well, I mean, it's better than sitting there for a couple of hours, midway through the second or something like that. At least you're still somewhat warm from warm-up, so there's no excuses on my end. I needed to give us a better chance to win, and I just didn't do that tonight.
Can you get a point to get a tap to Forsey on the way out to this?
Well, of course,
tough night for him, too.
I mean, tough night for both of us. I mean, we'll both take the heat on this one. I know I can speak for him. He's as accountable as me, and you just score 4 goals in a hockey game, and your goalie should be able to make the saves to win the rest of the game. So I think he'd be with me when I say that we need to be better, and we will be.
Is it remarkable that every goal they score was even strength? Does it just show that how they're just one of the most opportunistic teams in the league over there?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that coming in. I think they're top 3, if not tops in the league in 5-on-5 goals for, so we knew it was going to be a challenge to stop them, and obviously, like I said, we weren't good enough to do that tonight, and they pounced all over their opportunities that they got.
I'm sure you'd trade any one of the 3 goals that you scored here tonight to be on the right side of the score tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just don't think we deserved it tonight. I mean, it's not we weren't like we were working hard, but just too many mistakes, and we've been talking about it before the game and to play fast, and we didn't really do that tonight. But going back at practice tomorrow, and then ready for next game.
Exactly what you expected from Seattle tonight?
Yeah, 100%. But I think we gave them too many chances, too many good looks, and that's what happens if you play a fast team like that. And like I said, I think we just have to forget about that. I mean, we played many good games, and unfortunately it happened. But in the end, like I said, we got to be ready for tomorrow practice.
Was the definitive turning point in this game, you tie it up to make it 3-3, and then they score? Like, they were basically announcing it inside the arena. Is that kind of where this one shifted, maybe?
Yeah, 100%. But that happens. I mean, we still had the chance to just get back at it. Forget about that. I mean, every game there's something new happens, and you just got to be ready for that. And I mean, they scored a 4-3, but if we just play our game and play simple, I think they don't score the next goal.
Usually when a player gets a hat trick at home and the ice is littered with hats, it's a moment you can really appreciate. When you're losing a game, what's going through your mind as those hats are?
I mean, it's definitely a really nice defense here, but in the end, like you guys said, I mean, I would trade any of those goals for just getting the win tonight. I mean, we are kind of on a roll there, and it's unfortunate it stopped, but like I said, we just got to get back at it, forget about that game, and I think I'm pretty sure we're going over it tomorrow, and we'll see what we did wrong, but it happens.
Feel bad for the goalies in a game like that?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, these goalies have been, our wall all season long, have been playing great, and then just kind of hang them out to dry like that can't happen. But, I mean, every time you kind of score 4 goals, I think you always have a chance to win. And, unfortunately, we gave up 8 goals tonight in front of our crowd, and we talked about it already. That can't happen.
It'll be a disappointing night for you guys as a group.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we're bad in every zone. I think we played slow, and D zone, you open up holes in the middle, good players are going to score, and so I just felt like we weren't in our game very much tonight.
And how tough is it? I mean, usually when you give up 8 goals, the other team might get 2 or 3 power play goals. They're all even strength.
Yeah.
How difficult was that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, I didn't think we were very good in any of the zones. We gave them too much speed and space through the neutral zone, and in the D zone, we were letting them shoot from high scoring opportunity areas. So they're one of the highest scoring, I think, 5-on-5 teams. So they showed us they could score.
Positive. Tim gets 3 here, and he's clearly in some sort of different zone right now. How fun is it to see him go through this process?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when he's playing at an elite level, he's helping our team win games, and so obviously, I don't want to say he wasted them, but in a game where his 3 didn't really matter because we didn't play very good defensively or behind the puck. So it's great to see him doing that, and hopefully he can continue to do that, and we can use that to win games.
What do you tell your goalies after a game like this?
Sorry. I mean, you just, like I said, you give a team that scores one of the most 5-on-5, and you give them opportunities from really good areas and shooting areas. So they do work their bag off every day for us, and they've been playing really well lately. So obviously disappointing for that.
Obviously got exactly what you expected from Seattle, not so much for your own team.
Yeah, they capitalized on every chance, and we gave them pretty much all their chances. So that was self-inflicted today that I learned from.
Are you surprised that all 8 of their goals were at 5-on-5? And I know you guys talked about how good they were at 5-on-5, but that might be one of the most opportunistic teams in the whole NHL over there.
They've been playing great this year, so if we give them that many chances, eventually it's going to go on the back of the net. So, I didn't know that. I knew it was up there, but I didn't know it was all 8.
What would the message be to the goalies after a game like this?
And they've been our backbone all year, so you can't put the blame on them at all. It's the players in front of them, the chances that we gave up. It's never no goalie's fault, especially for those 2 who have played the way they've played for us this whole year, just to keep us in games. We're never going to put the blame on the goalies. It's going to be the players in front of them that gave up those chances, and it was definitely frustrating one time.
It was a tough moment in the third period where the glass came out and it hit the young fan. You skated over and you gave your stick, and I'm just wondering if you could kind of just take us through that from your perspective and why you decided to.
Yeah, it was. The ref came over and said, somebody was hurt. A little kid was hurt. So, I don't really know if it's just too much into it. It was Holdy and I talked, and he came up with the idea. So I thought it was going to be a good idea. So, a lot of the credit goes to Holdy there, who when we talked about it, he thought it would be a good idea as well. So.
Brady, did you lift a little weight off your own shoulders when you scored tonight?
Yeah, it's been a while, but at the end of the day, we didn't get those crucial 2 points. So, yeah, I mean, they scored, I think, the shift after when we were out there. So, yeah, it didn't last long. It's, yeah, I don't really have much to say now.